Another really poor philosopher of science some people like, unfortunately, is Karl Popper. Karl Popper, basically, all he said was that the basic idea of science is falsifiability. But you got to understand and grasp the important thing about him is that there are only two basic propositions: those which have been proven false and those which will be proven false. That's all there really is. And I think a lot of you know a lot better than that. Such an idea is, in fact, self-contradictory, because if all there are things that are false or propositions that will be false, then that applies to his idea as well. It is false. And then it denies the idea of the standard of truth. Looks like my camera's constantly tilting because of the wind flow or just gravitational force down. You know, if we show something to be false, it's got to be by some standard in reference to something that's true. But if you deny an objective reality, and you think ideas are detached from the world, well, you can never really know that. And that's part of his basic idea. He believes in this because he doesn't believe induction is the essence, or it does not serve as a foundation for science, which is totally wrong. Science, you know, if you look at how the great scientists worked, Archimedes, Newton, Darwin, plenty of other people, Aristotle, you know, people in math, psychology, biology, proper philosophy. It's all inductive. It's getting things from the way the world is, which we're fundamentally connected to by the evidence of the senses. You know, perception. That's from where we get our concepts. So generalization and conceptualization are kind of forms of perception, so to speak. They're not something in our head detached from the world. So we don't have to do anything as Popper says. You know, knowledge is not fundamentally divorced from the world. Conceptual knowledge is not divorced from the world. And we can do more than engage in mere falsifiability. You know, showing whether something's like false is a little part of science, but only a little bit. You know, there's still experimentation, induction, integration. There's a great deal that occurs that really makes things science, not merely falsifiability. You know, we can look at a lot of what we know, what's happened in history. People know the truth and can be successful. We didn't get to the moon by making stuff up in our head that's either false or going to be shown to be false, and therefore is not true. We got to the moon by doing stuff that is true. People did not develop good ideas about diet, paleo-ish kind of diets, some kind of natural food, whole food diets. They didn't develop that, you know, just by making something up that's false or is going to be false. We got that by looking at what is true, by looking at human nature in context of all animals and seeing how we function and how they function, how life works, how it actually does work and what is true, not by making things up that could be false and will be shown false in the future. So I hope that helps you get a little better understanding of what Popper is really about, so you can avoid that and we can focus on what is true. If you have any comments or questions, let me know.